So let's start trying to set up the OldBird software. I got to this page just by doing a Google search for OldBird, but if you do oldbird.org/analysis, you get this software. I downloaded this one, the R, and that's for the high-pitched birds, and then the Thrush for the lower pitched, sandpipers and stuff too. So that one, I'm not using this one anymore. It seems like whenever I get actual dickcissels, they also show up on Thrush, so it seems unnecessary. And classifier, I also downloaded this one, so these are all in my downloads folder. If I look in my downloads folder, I've got the Thrush, the Tseep. This one originally just said setup.exe, and I ran it and I got that installed. I just had to say that I agree and everything. So that's this program that we'll come back to at the end. That's for sorting the spectrograms. But these pull the spectrograms, the short recordings, out of the audio stream in real time. So these two, these need to be moved into the C drive directly. So you certainly need to have your full permissions, and if you're on a computer that's administered by someone else, you might need to get permission for this. Another thing that we have to do when we're in the C drive is we need to create a directory where these two files will save their stuff to, and that has to be named as temp. So these three things, an empty folder named temp, and these two executable files have to be together in the C drive whenever we're starting to do our analysis. So I'm just looking at these instructions for a minute. We're going to create the folders in a different way than are explained in these instructions. I've got a new system and a new key list file, and I'll make the folder structure and the key list that's rather complicated available for everyone, and it's going to make things really a lot easier. So we're going to need to create files that say these things. Of course, we'll skip this one. So I'm going to go to a folder where I have a bunch of files for bird recording. I've got it on my desktop. This one, and I'm just going to create a new text file. And I'm going to name it StartOldBird, and I'm going to paste these guys in there, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to close it. And then I'm also going to have a file that will end the OldBird, and that's going to be this one, if I can use this mouse. Again, I just create a new blank text file, and I paste that command in there. I hit Control S to save, and I close it. Finally, I'm going to rename the extensions to make these batch files. Making them batch files is important because we're going to schedule these to be run as commands by Windows, and that's the extension that